in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Finds his man on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams. And the defense, got him at the 27.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Rutgers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Got it in the middle, it's Weber. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that's...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Scarlet Knights have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's strong. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. second down here as we're back at it after the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window and Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Lets it fly on the move. Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Rutgers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Coming out with it, it's Manning. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is
turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now on 3rd down for this offense. To throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. The short hands, it's Ray.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got him still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Dropping back, it's Washington. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And this one splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep getting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Got it behind the line. It's Sheffield. There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Weber. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Weber. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Tons of room in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Scanning the field, it's Washington. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds his man. It's Smith. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
The give out of the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Weber. What a play there, and he ripped rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. We've come to the break, and Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. He shows you his speed as he was able to close the gap.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of... Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Got it in the middle. It's Weber. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Sheffield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And at this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to change this route. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And
Offense in a bunch formation. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.